Welcome to Neve Tzuf, the mountains of the Shomron and the Holy Land of Israel. During this period of the 3 weeks, we mourn the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, the exile of the Jewish people, and it seems kind of awkward to be acknowledging these days the same way that we used to in previous years. Yesterday, as I was strolling in the streets of Yerushalayim, it seemed very weird to me that I'm mourning the destruction of Yerushalayim. Yes, the Beit HaMikdash is still not there, and it's very noticeable. But there are more people walking in the streets. There's more Torah being learned than ever before. Buildings are being built all the time. How could we really mourn the loss of Yerushalayim? How could we really mourn the destruction of Yerushalayim when the kibbutz galuyot that we see, how everybody is returning slowly but surely back to Yerushalayim, back to Israel? How could we still be mourning the same way? The famous Gemara in the end of Masechet Makot describes how Rabbi Akiva and his friends are watching and seeing how this fox is walking out of the Beit HaMikdash, out of the Makom of Kodesh HaKodeshim. And many of the rabbis were just crying. They couldn't handle it. But Rabbi Akiva, he was able to laugh. The famous question is, how was he laughing? And he explains there that he says, because I see how bad it is now, I'm able to rejoice because I know how good it's going to be. The pasuk that he quotes is, Od yeshvuz kenim uzkenot birchovot Yerushalayim. There still will be a time where old people will be sitting in Yerushalayim and will be enjoying to see ish mishanto bi'ado merov yamim uchovot ha'ir yimalu yeladim v'yiladot mesachakim birchovotea. We will see how the streets will fill with joy, fill with laughter of children playing. And we now can understand what Rabbi Akiva was talking about. We see that today. We can see today how the kids are running in the streets and the older people are sitting and watching this, and we see how this prophecy is coming. So yes, during this period of the 3 weeks, we still mourn because we know that the Beit HaMikdash is still missing, and we notice that, and we feel that every day, and we see how who is there and what is there now is not what we want it to be. But we are also able to realize that we are getting closer. And during these 3 weeks, I suggest that we notice and we think how even though we're still waiting for the Beit HaMikdash to be rebuilt, and even though we are waiting and expecting the rebuilding of the Beit HaMikdash b'mirav yameinu, and Mashiach should hopefully come as soon as possible, but we also have to realize how thankful we need to be that we are in a part of the Geula. We're already part of the redemption. We could already feel it. We just have to do a little bit more. And I think this period of the 3 weeks is about that. What we can do, how much we can do, and how better we can bring it, and how much faster we could bring the Beit HaMikdash back into our lives. B'mirav yameinu.